It's wow, way over wonderful. And let me tell you, I go through reviews every month when we do the all-team meeting, and it's getting tougher and tougher and tougher to find 5-star reviews out there, guys. All right? In many cases, we're just not getting any reviews. So if you're wowing your customer, it's easy to ask for one, and you're going to go ahead and get it. So how do we wow the customer? Number one, keep your client involved in everything you do. Let them know what's going on. Mrs. Jones, we located the stoppage, and this is where we need to dig. We'll be putting some tarps down here to put the dirt on. We just wanted to show you, make sure you can get around the area.
What door does this open?
The door of collecting money and earning more money.
So have you ever done a job and not collect the money? Because they weren't wowed. So not only does it open the door of collecting the money, but it opens the door of collecting what? More money, more money, more money. Huh? Right? Without turning this key, you could do all the other keys and not collect the money.
Mrs. Jones, can we show you something? See all this discoloration of the dirt? It's a sign the pipe's been leaking for a long time. We just wanted you to see it. We'll keep digging up here and we'll keep you informed. Knock, knock, knock. Mrs. Jones, we're going to grab some lunch. So if you don't see our van, we'll be right back. Because they'll call and go, where are they? They never showed up. Mrs. Jones, we're going to pick up some supplies, so if you don't see our van, we'll be right back. Number two, arrive on time or early, under promise and over deliver. Many service companies are late to getting to their appointments. When keeping the clients involved, you're going to have to give them timelines at some point. Never promise a time and not show up.
There's guys, once the job is signed, because remember that's back in Educate, right? Once we have the signature, once we have the okay to work, this is what ends up happening. The technician thinks it's time to just relax now. Get there early, get to work, right? Now that you got it signed, that's sealed, delivered, get the work done.
Mrs. Jones, we've covered everything up, made it safe for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow morning between 7:30 and 9:30. The only reason I can't give you an exact time is because we have to pick up some materials in the morning, get to the parts house early, get there at 7:30. Don't push it to the end. You're giving them that hour, but get there early. No, when you're late, clients lose trust and clients start to ask others and question themselves if they made the right decision in going with you. All right, so start keeping those appointments. Like Ron said, it's not over at that point. Number three, give something away for free. Mrs. Jones, when we were under the kitchen sink, I noticed your faucet water was coming out very slow. We fixed that for you at no charge. We put a new aerator in, right? How much are aerators? Couple bucks.
When you wow somebody, when you give something to somebody, guess what they want to do? When you do something good for somebody and you give to somebody, guess what they want to do for you?
Give it back.
They want to give back. They want to return that favor.
Mrs. Jones, when I was cabling the tub, I noticed the wash bowl was draining very slow. I got that going for you at no charge. Get the order right. Don't make customers repeat themselves. Get the work done right.
You ever been to a restaurant where they get your order wrong? How do you feel? Hungry. I said no onions. Everybody's eating, you're waiting, right? It's the same thing when they're telling you about an issue, or maybe when you move this or move that, please don't do this, and you do it. Right? We had a big complaint that they weren't wowed just because the customer explained over and over till blue in the face, and we did it 3 times. Don't knock on the front unit, go to the back, because the person in the front unit works and he's asleep during the day and he works at night. Right? Go to the back. And every time a tech went there, guess where they went? Straight to the front. Bah, bah, bah. Pay attention to what we're doing out there. Get it right.
Solve their plumbing issue. Don't rush. Be thorough. Just because you got the signature, not time to hurry up and get out of there. Give respect always. Give respect always. In your body language, walk like you're going somewhere. No hands in pockets, and don't violate their personal space. If you're getting close to somebody and they take a step back, that's the zone of comfort right there. If you keep moving forward, they're going to keep moving back. You're encroaching on them. They won't like it. Be aware of that.
And this is what happened. I was going through a lot of stuff in my life, right? But I still had to work, right? So here I go, knock on the door. Client opens up the door and he goes, He looks at me and he goes, "Hey, it's gonna be all right, man." And I was right there, a little light bulb went on. Like, it's all over me, right? Everything that I was going through is all over me, right? I can't do that no more. So I had to learn what happened, right? No matter what I'm going through, the issue's gonna be there when I get back, right? So it's the way that you carry yourself, right? Give respect in your body language. Even though you're going through things, guess what we gotta do? We gotta climb that mountain on every single call.
In your speech, don't use "Hey chief, no problem boss." John was with a tech the other day, little 90-year-old woman about yay tall, and the tech kept saying, "Yeah, boss, whatever you want, boss. Anything you need, boss." And John said, "Why are you calling her boss? That's what my channel does." Okay? They're watching you. What if the customer is cussing like a sailor? Is it okay to cuss?
It happens. Everybody cuss and do all that if that's what you choose to do. But I never ever, right, been to the doctor and he said, "Sit your effing behind over there." Right? So what the F is going on today? Right? I never had a doctor speak to me like that. Right? And if you do you want to stay there? Huh? If you do you want to stay there? And there's a good example.
In your thoughts, be sincere. Clients can sense when you're not. They can tell when you're using manipulation tactics. They'll know it. What do they say in Texas?
Dog knows who to bite. Right? That's the other one. Right? So, what are we saying? Look, this is what we're saying. Be sincere when you're giving a compliment. People pick that up. Right? They'll pick that up. When you're fake, they're going to pick that up. Right? I don't care how good of an actor you think you are. If you're not sincere, they're going to pick that up, and they're not going to be wild about that.
Number 4, close the back door. Keep your client. In order to wow your client, the hidden concerns must be addressed by asking and listening again. When you're done, go over the entire service call from beginning to end with the client. Is there anything I overlooked or anything you have any questions about? I had a guy who came in, they did pavers in our backyard, and he noticed that one of our outside drains, the grate was broken. And he said, "You know what?" He says, "You know, you've got animals, sometimes they get their feet stuck in there." He says, "I'm going to go ahead and replace that for you for nothing." And I said, "Oh, great, thank you." They did a beautiful job on the pavers. Guess what he didn't do? Didn't replace the free thing. Guess what stuck in my head? He didn't replace the one little thing that I wasn't even paying for. You shouldn't have said it if you weren't going to do it. Take as much time collecting money as it took to get the job sold, and more time if needed. Spend time with them, go out, show them everything that you did. And if there's something that they're not happy with, take care of it right then and there.
A lot of guys are rushing to get the money at the end of the job. What does that do to the client, right? They don't feel wild that way. What you want the money and you're not even done yet. It's a big old pile of dirt out in front of my house.
Show recommendations for future work and discounts they can receive if they schedule it today.
If you want to earn more money, this is how you do it. You turn that last key, you wow the client. Open up that door and collect the money and get more money. What's the note? We're coming to the climbing at the top of the mountain here. What's the note?
The note is, if you care about your customers as important people, care about them and serve them, you will be rewarded. SuperTech thanks the client and flies to the next call to save the day.